Chidinma Adetshina was on TVC News today. She had a brief interview with TVC Women, and they asked her how she has been, and she said she was fine. They asked her how she felt when South Africans did what they did to her. Did she feel betrayed? She said yes. She felt that South Africans betrayed her, and she also felt that the way South Africans talk about Nigeria in a bad light is not good. That Nigerians are not bad people. She then asked her, did she feel that when she left South Africa to Nigeria, she was taking over a slot of the people? She now said, well, she felt like that at some point, but she needed to also go through the rigorous training and also worked hard to get where she got. That's the spot she got. They asked her several questions were about the people asking about her identity again, because South Africans will never give up until they put you in a problem. They will never give up. So they were asking on the comment section why the Chidinma Adetshina. So she tells them that is her father's surname. So the women were just like, okay, surname. You see, one thing people don't understand is just like in Nigeria, a man can be friends with someone and then give the child his name. If that child grows up, it now becomes a family name. So I have seen where somebody is bearing a name that looked like my tribe's people, and the person was not actually from my tribe. So sometimes it's not names you use in justifying or trying to find out where somebody is. It's not always like that. Sometimes the person can actually bear your village name, but it could be that the father, because in those days, the father, your friend can actually give your child a name. So that is it. And so Chidinma answered all of these questions and said she felt really, really betrayed because she had lived with these people for the 23 years of her life, and those are the people she knows. I think she has been to Nigeria only once when she was much younger. So all her life she had lived in South Africa with her parents, and she was born there, even though some South Africa argued that she wasn't born in South Africa. She was actually born in South Africa. So after everything, they had the back and forth. She explained that they asked her, what will you do as Miss Oceania and Miss Universe Africa? She said, well, that she's going to ensure that she has projects and work in all the states, in all the countries in the continent Africa. And she said something concerning bringing peace between Nigeria and South Africa, because she sees that Nigerians and South Africans have had a very bad thing between them. So if she can, she will bring peace between them. That's basically what she said. And she talked about where they asked her where she lives. She said she lives in Nigeria. Of course, if Chidinma travels to see her parents, she'll definitely come back. She can't be in South Africa where their own is to unalive people. She can't be there. So all her life she had lived in South Africa and done things in South Africa, but only for them to wake up when she was, I think, top 16 on the contest to say South Africa. How can a South African be bearing Chidinma? Isn't that a Nigerian going to represent you? So, because of the bad blood they've had towards us, the way they do not like us, they began to raise the dust. Oh, she's a Nigerian, she cannot represent us and all. And I believe because there's this guy that had this said something on one of the comment sections. Say, Chidinma, come back to South Africa. We only did what we did to you because we knew very well that you may win and you represent. We didn't want Nigeria to represent us. So come back to Joburg. Home is home and all. I'm like, hey, are you serious? Like, I'm super serious. I see this interview is really exposing a lot of things. So Chidinma should come back. You don't mean what you said. How can some of you be this gullible? How can you just be this gullible? Because I cannot understand why that will be said. And you are thinking, oh, it's okay. So she should just move on with her life. As if it's very easy, right? It's quite unfortunate. She cannot just move on with her life like that. she cannot just move on with her life. So she had to tell her truth. And that was exactly what she did. She told her truth. And let us see exactly what people left on the comment section of this video, because when it has to do with it, this one say the issue with Chidinma is very unfortunate. South Africans should not have allowed it happen. Exactly. They shouldn't have allowed it happen. He said we are all black people and African. We should understand that wherever you meet black fellow, understand that you meet your brother or sister. We can understand the sentiment that a Nigerian winning Miss South Africa, but understand that many footballers that are bringing glory to many European countries are not from Europe. They are mostly foreigners, especially Africans. The attitude of South African government in the saga is not is not encouraging at all, especially the Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture. But we Africans have to come together, work together, love each other. What happened to Chidinma cannot happen in Asia. It cannot happen in America or Americans. It's if Africans start looking down or showing hatred to each other, we cannot take our place in the world. We should and protect each other. You see, this thing this person said is very true. Like, the person spoke wisdom, and they forget that a Nigerian just won Olympic medal, Olympics gold medal, gold for South Africa. He won it at the Olympics. His name is Okon. And they never went to say, oh, Okon, go and return that thing. We don't want you to do it because anytime the people do it, they didn't say that. Do you understand? So all they know is to always things like pageantry. They are so upset with Nigeria. Why didn't they stop the Okon from going and say, Okon, come back until when Nigerians are able or rather South Africans are able to have a representative who can now go. They didn't do that. They collected the gold. This one say South Africa never betrayed Malema and Chidinma, but we rejected and hated them. Yeah, okay. It's good now. Since it's your mouth you're using to say it, you rejected and hated them. The joke is on you. Someone says South Africa shot themselves in the foot with African lost big time. Nigerian won big time. Have you started seeing all their prosperity that is moving towards Nigeria? God is good. And this other person who is always coming to look for trouble dropped a comment, and of course I will not be reading the comment. Okay, so Nigerians came to respond to him, but what can we do? This person say find food chop first, no disturb us. I know they read your episode. So the guy used to just type things out of context and expect people to sit down and read, and they don't know that a lot of people do not have time for this kind of episode, except your write-up is splendid, devoid of accusation, insult, and all. Definitely somebody will sit down and watch the video and listen and read your comments. But a lot of people will not just read the comment, they want to watch the video to know why you should drop that kind of comments. Because some people don't watch videos. What they do is to come to the comment section and drop comments, confusing people who have come to watch the video. But it's okay. It's okay. So I just hope that in all Chidinma is being true, like she said in one of her posts, that this is the first time she's spending Christmas without her family and her friends. So the first Christmas, she's on official assignment, so till next year. That is next year she will really enjoy, because next year she would have been, settled in, she would have settled into her reign as Miss Universe Africa. She must have started her project and all of that, so it will be easy for her to navigate the waters. So guys, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in our next one. Keep being amazing, keep being awesome. Thank you, and see you in our next one. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye.